Hi, this is Mrs. Beeman with the weekly update for the Sea Turtle class, February 6th through 10th, 2023. All right, some upcoming events. Monday, February 13th and Tuesday, February 14th is a half day of school. Dismissal is at 12:20. Teacher professional development. So the teachers will be going to school on those days. So we have half days. And then Tuesday, February 14th is our Valentine's Exchange. And Monday, February 20th is no school for President's Day. So for February 14th, check your email about the class list that went home. And also, if you want to do a Valentine's Exchange, it is optional. But just if you choose to do it, make sure you have enough for everyone in the class. All right. And the learning targets this week. I can identify the main topic and retell key details in a text, and we are comparing two of the same kind. So we're doing our study of sea turtles. This week we'll be comparing the different kinds of sea turtles. And there are, well, you should ask your first grader how many different kinds of sea turtles there are, because I think they might know. Okay, and for STEM this week, we continue our animal study, the structure and function that all organisms have parts that are for a purpose. So we're going to answer the question this week, why do birds have beaks? For blended learning, I can use technology to share my opinion with Google Forms. We've been using Google Forms in the classroom for different, we've just started. And this week we're going to be voting on our favorite avid cheer for the next week. And we're going to use that Google form to do that. And last week we chose our gecko's name by Google form. So the students came up with some ideas. I put it on a Google form and they chose which one, and it was very clear to see who had the most votes. And so our gecko's name is Lucky. All right, so math this week, I can subtract by making a 10. So this strategy helps students understand making 10 can also be used for subtraction. So if you, well, I just want to show you, you are going to get a family letter. Please make sure you, please try to go over that letter if you can. It does give some good ideas of what strategies we're using. And there's an activity you can do on the back with your student. So this strategy is if you're trying to find 13 minus 7, what you might do is use the number line. And you would break apart, you would start with 13 and you're going to take away 7. But instead of taking away all 7 at one time, you would break that 7 up into a 3 and a 4. And the reason why you might do that is because when you break it up to a 3 and a 4, if you take away 3, it gets you to 10. And then that's a little easier to try to subtract 10 minus 4 is 6. So it's just a way of kind of doing a mental math. I think a lot of us learned this way kind of on our own. I was never taught this strategy at all in school, but I sort of kind of do this one. I just think of a number line and then I kind of just count backwards, but I kind of am chunking it into the different parts that make 10. So it's just another strategy that we're using with the kids to help them be more fluent in adding and subtracting. So at this point in the year at first grade, we're trying to get away from just counting on or counting backwards on our fingers. We're trying to use more strategies like making 10 and doubles and neighbors. So that's what we're doing. All right, and exciting iReady goal. We did it. We did our 500 lessons. We did 200 to begin with. That was our cookie celebration. And we did 300 more, and we had a great junk art session to celebrate that. So congratulations to the Sea Turtles for completing 500 lessons in iReady, reading and math. You can check out the Google site, our Google site, for some pictures and some information about that and how we celebrated. So, yep, you can go right there to the Mrs. Beeman's Google Classroom site. And it's actually updated on the very first page, but if you also go over to photos, it will give you a few photos too. And rainy weather, I just want to remind you that it is very rainy, cold, and sunny. Lots of different weather we have up here in the Pacific Northwest. But I have noticed that some students are coming to school with only just a sweatshirt or a sweater, which if it's rain is fine if it's not raining. But if it's raining, even just a little bit, they will be going outside for recess to get some fresh air. So if you could just make sure they have some coat, a water repellent type of coat would be great, and some hats, that's awesome, just to keep their head from getting wet. All right. And of course, Pearson Pride on Friday, we will be wearing our Pearson t-shirts or favorite team shirts. And that is it for this week. See you soon, and looking forward to another great week in the Sea Turtle class.